Hi guys, so welcome to my lesson 8 for coaching S264. So today's RJ question will be, what are the issues about shaping play for game 1 as suggested by my peers, which would be my athletes as well as my coaches. So what are the three things that I need to prove on for the shape of play? We did it twice, one for offense, one for defense. So based on what you carried out today, I feel that offense plan was worked out the way I wanted to. I was able to get my tactical problem across to my students. However, when it came to the defense part, that was when I was having some problem for it. So, but then I was able to receive feedback from my players so that I'll be able to make some improvements to it, and then be able to carry out a better defense game 1 lesson plan in the future. Okay, so let's just talk about the three things um, that I needed to improve on. Okay, so firstly, it was the delivery, because in this game there were more rules as compared to offense. So as I was trying to get it to as I was trying to allow my players to understand what's going on, they looked like they were unsure of what was actually the rules and how it was actually going to be played out. But even though I asked them whether they understood, they still nodded their head. So I thought maybe they just were a bit unsure but still understood how to do it. But then during the game there were some problems, so I had to repeat what I was saying. So this allowed for us to have lesser time to actually do the game one, since there is not that much time in the first place. So what I could have done instead, which would be, instead of having to repeat whatever I said, I just when checking for understanding, actually do a demonstration for them. So since I was actually not alone, I was with another coach helping me. I could have asked my other coach to do a short demonstration with me so that they could see how the game was going to be played out, so that they have a better understanding of it. So this short simulation will allow them to understand what was going on, and then clear any doubts that they have to allow for the execution of game 1 for defense to play out smoothly. Okay, next. So one of the things that was pointed out to me would be that the rules that I had for the game to play out actually made it harder to do. For defense, the game that I allowed them, I made it to a special modified game where it was actually a one-on-one instead of like a normal game. So this was because I was working to make sure that they were able to perform a steal or like steal the ball away from the opponent that was trying to keep possession. So okay, so for this one-on-one, I was saying that after the ball holder loses the ball, they are still supposed to hold onto the ball by resetting back to them. This meant that if the ball holder lost the ball, they are to just wait there and then wait for the ball to come back before they continue. So this actually wasted some time, and also made it a bit confusing for the players to do. This was because when the defender actually stole the ball away, they were actually at first unsure whether to be the one that was the new ball holder or to pass it back. So yeah, that's also wasted time. So maybe an improvement that I could have done instead, maybe I would change this rule so that instead of resetting back, instead the defender that stole the ball will now be the new ball holder, and then they'll just keep swapping possession, so they allow for a smoother play of the game, allowing us to maximize the time that we have for this game 1 of defense. Okay, so one final thing that was pointed out would be the scoring system. This was not the best because I added a rule because there was okay, so normally there's the rule where if you steal the ball you get a point, but then I also added one more rule where if you're able to hold the ball for like a certain period of time, let's say for like 10 seconds or 15 seconds without the opponent getting the ball, then they will also get an additional point. But this actually could be misleading, as it would maybe allow them to think, oh, if I just keep possession of the ball I can keep scoring points. So this will actually make their mindset change. Instead of the tactical problem being able to steal the ball, it would then change to keeping possession of the ball through dribbling skills, which is not what I want. So maybe what I can do in the future would be that I change this rule. So okay, maybe I, instead of having this rule, I just move it so that it's the only special rule, the only scoring system for this game will be that if you steal the ball you get a point. Or if I still want to leave this rule where if you hold on to it for a certain period of time you get a point, then maybe I change the rule where if you steal, you get 2 points now instead of 1. So that will still allow you to have an advantage if you're to able to steal the ball. So hopefully this should allow them to change their mindset of the tactical problem towards being able to steal the ball to defend a goal. Yeah, so after going through the lesson, I was able to learn more about what I can improve on, so that I'll be able to be able to coach well in the future, with starting out well with game 1, moving on to Q&A, practice, and further on, so that the whole lesson plan will run smoothly with them knowing what's the tactical problem and why we are doing this. Thank you.